I tell him. I was gonna talk shit. Well, if we live, that means we need to go ahead and start broadcasting this thing. So,
all right, y'all go ahead and start talking. I'm gonna get my son to bed.
oh, we're live. They can hear us. How y'all doing then, guys? Let me find my paper. All
All
right,
right, we're
guys.
just
What we
waiting on
got tonight
invites.
is the town of Lincoln 400 at Chicagoland Speedway for Midnight Broadcasting Network. Y'all have any idea what race this is into the season? I know it's getting close to the end. Sorry, we're not the regular commentators here, but it's getting close to the end here. We got some points. Man, where is all this at?
Yeah, sorry for the no talks for the second here, guys. We're still getting everything situated. YouTube was down. We ended up trying to make it Twitch, trying to get that going. It wasn't working, and YouTube decided to pop back up, and it's been chaos trying to get everything together. But stick around for us. We'll get it all ironed out. All right, Soleil just sent the invite.
You're gonna have to take your invite first, J Mons,
Yep.
and we can all join them.
Yeah, I just took it.
Alright.
All right. And I don't believe they sent out a lineup for us, just due to all the confusion of getting everything set up with a Twitch account and
Well,
getting YouTube figured
it's
out.
the usual suspects as always. We're pretty much done with the silly season, car swapping and all that goodness. I'm trying to figure out how to go to the live race screen off my steering wheel, so I guess. Oh man.
Yeah, I just loaded up in here. They're all over the place at the moment. This is wild
Yeah,
looking
do
on
the
my end.
Spanish for us, coach.
Alright, there we go. Looks like the connection ironed out. think they just took the green flag, fellas.
Yeah, and the points battle is pretty much already locked in. 11th on back is already eliminated out of the points, so you got about 2 spots, about the 6th, 7th, and 8th spot that can be actually jumped into. So points are very important in the late stretch of the season. And yes, Slade's got a pretty good lead. BC Racers also, he's the only other driver that's won 3 races this year so far. And so who's going to be y'all's picks for tonight, guys?
It's hard to say.
Lucky. That's a safe bet. He's always up front. Hey, you got J Moss.
Being that it's a track position track, I want to stick with something in the top 3 as of right now. I'm looking at probably Smoke, maybe even Rowdy, because it's a wide open track. You know, you're really not off the gas that much here. So trying to stay ahead of the draft and keep your track position, I think that's going to be key.
Mm-hmm. Well, my pick's going to be, normally, you know, I'm biased. I'll pick Keffer, if anything, with a fuel strategy or any type of late pit strategy going. But I'm going to pick Bags. He's always in the top 3, 4, 5. He's there all day. He's actually due for a big one. So
Yeah, he's been knocking on the door the past couple of weeks, just getting
he
right
knocks
there
on
at
it
the end.
all week. Man. He just got to finish it.
Yep.
He's always there. Seems like something always happens. Well, we got Saab hung out to dry. Well, he jumped up there with him.
Let me
I
jump
think
up
that's
here
Rowdy
to the
in
leader.
47. And Keffer, you know.
And you also got the Roush Fenway teammates teamed up in 3rd and 4th right now, with BC and Fluffy.
Yeah, and surprisingly, usually we have a early caution here or there. Surprisingly, they got spread out pretty quick. Looks like they're running the Daytona line. Might end up getting a little more racier as it goes along. It looks like they're content to just ride right now.
And I'm wondering if any of these guys are having trouble running the top side with that seam. It does get you a little loose up there if you ain't careful.
Yeah, well, as the issue was last night, there was a lot of the Daytona line. It wasn't really much mixing it up, but that seam did grab a couple different people that was surprising. But yeah, it was an interesting race, to say the least.
A lot of action mid-pack, it seems.
Yeah, they're not settling. I lied when I said they was content. It don't look like they're content at all. And last night also, if you didn't quite hug that bottom line, I don't see them doing per se the exact line as we was running in the Xfinity car, a little slower. But if you didn't hold that exact line down, somebody could stick their nose in there on you. If they stick their nose in there,
Rowdy caught the apron there and big wreck.
Galen didn't have a chance to check up there, so looks like we're gonna have a caution, fellas.
Yeah,
Stack them up.
I think it just got flown.
Let them go back at it.
Oh yeah, it's early. Go ahead and get 4 freshes. Make some adjustments based on what you felt there.
Now would be a chance to go ahead and take 2 tires and see how your car is going to
Yeah,
react
do
off
it
of 2
early.
tires. Yeah, that way.
Yes, they're round stages.
Yes, they are.
And I don't recall.
I know you can look at Jason Keffer's live feed on YouTube.
Yeah, get you.
He usually is pretty good with keeping the lap counter up. Don't be hollering his fuel mileage situation out or nothing like that. But all other information we need. And another guy is fairly quick. He's been getting faster and faster. He's pretty fast everywhere we go, but he's getting more comfortable in the league and mixing up these guys is DW, Poopy Knee. He's pretty good here too. So keep your eye out for that 42 car if he can't mix it up. Team Chevy.
I'm trying to get up to the
Got
leaders
bags
here.
of Careful working that low line.
Well, they just sailed it off in the 3. That was a thing of beauty.
But you got the teammates of BC and Fluffy was really, really strong last night as well. This is also a good track for him.
Oh, look, Keffer throwing the inside line. There he goes. I know. Top group is starting to come in now.
We got Celtics got into the wall a little bit. Slade about ran slap in the back of him.
Yeah, they're definitely not settling in. They're trying to jockey for position and get everything they can while the tires are fresh.
3 wide. Rowdy puts it 3 wide. The bag got a little loose coming out of it. He saved it though, guys. Coming back up, Saab checked up, gave him a little room, let him in.
That was good
Bunch
heads
of
up
guys
driving
up in
by
the back
Saab.
a little bit.
Oh, Rowdy got loose on the exit. Wow. You don't see that happen with Rowdy very often.
Yeah, Rowdy's more of a short track specialist. He's Mr. Martinsville, for sure. He put it on us at Gateway.
Oh, yeah.
On these big intermediate tracks, he's pretty good as well, but he really shines on the short tracks. He might have set his car up a little too loose for pack racing. He might be wanting this caution where he can get in there and put a couple turns of wedge in that thing. He hit the apron the first time, but everybody straightened up.
I think in the course of all this racing, I think Keffer came out with the lead prior to the caution.
I think Fluffy's got the lead, but
or is Fluffy out there? Okay, yeah. Well, I guess I was stand corrected.
We're gonna see how good a start he gets if he's gonna let Bags jump in front of him, or maybe Bags got good enough gears he can get in there and get behind him. Blade's really not pushing up on Bags much, so.
And we all know that outside line on the restarts is always just a drag.
Well, coming down the back stretch, that outside line really comes in. And,
right.
Coming in 3 and 4, they got one heck of a head of steam coming through.
And Keffer's protecting the bottom there. Will, you showed me that little trick in the Truck Series race here and helped me secure the win a couple weeks ago with that trick.
Mr. P1, if y'all don't know, that's our first #1 draft pick, Golden Boy, around here at midnight.
Yep.
We turned him into a trophy, but he needs to race.
Going on the blimp camera here.
And a couple weeks back, actually, if y'all remember correctly, Slade led flag for flag. Took the win.
3 wide, coming off of 2. I think once the tires wear down a little bit more, where they can get a little looser, I think they'll be able to throw it up there and see what happens. A lot of good racing though throughout the field right now.
Yeah, well, we got a couple of the faster cars that went ahead and elected to get some fresh stickies on. As you notice, Keffer and BC Racer is mired
Fell
back in
back.
traffic.
Yep. Something to note. You know, put that little mental note in the back of your mind, knowing what happened here. The 18 going for the lead at the moment, leaving Smoke out to drive with some drafting help behind him with the 47 around. Good run for that 18. He's been showing some progress the past couple of weeks, so it's good to see him leading some laps here. Really good 2x2 racing. Everyone's minding their bumpers and just generating their runs and letting off when they need to, trying not to cause any accidents. So it's good by the entire field here, just trying to pace themselves and figure out what they're able to do.
Ooh, Rowdy got a little loose coming off.
Yes, he did. I saw the same thing.
Over there. Good job, everybody, keeping the cars up under him. As he's trying to work the Daytona line, as you notice, he's trying to keep the runs behind him there. I'm not so sure that's a great idea. Worked out for him a couple times, but as loose as he's been, he might not want to be doing all that. But Rowdy's another Pro League guy. Don't forget, our field is clobbered with Pro Leaguers. Yeah. As you got Bags, is my pick, all the way up to third here.
See, and that's the thing with Bags. We won't talk much about him, but he's going to show up eventually.
I don't know, man. He's got a hot rod up under him tonight. I think he's going to make you talk about him because he's not content at all. He's already sticking his nose in there and getting that second position.
Yeah, holding a pretty wheel, that's for sure. Still 2x2 racing. They've been side by side for dang near 5 laps already, and everyone's kept it clean. Haven't really seen anyone get really close to pinching or dooring anybody, so this is really, really good and intense racing. Yeah, I was just watching them.
Yeah, and if you notice the 88 and the 17 car, they're just back there showing extreme patience.
See, and we're teammates with Keffer. We know the strategy with him. He saw it getting dicey up there. He just fell right to the bag. He's just trying to pace himself, figure some stuff out.
It was also the Pro Leaguer for JR Motorsports.
Slade decided to fall back there with him as well.
Yeah, I think Slade got a little, when he got doored by the 14, I think he just...
oh, someone caught the apron. That was
back
out
there on
Smoke.
Keffer's like Slade's big brother, you know. He went and hid behind him for a minute. Get his wits back around him.
I'm trying to
Is
get
that
him.
Big D in the team? Big D Destroyer? Or
I
is
think
that
that's Galen.
Okay, Big D he must not be in this race tonight, man.
I'm on board with Fluffy. I want to
look for him.
take a lap and let's see if he's letting off any or what kind of run he's generating up behind Smoke. Let's see what he's got going on.
I don't know, guys, but I think them Toyotas might have put in the same setup and figured this track out a little bit. As you notice, you see New World.
Well, Fluffy got a heck of a run off of 4 there. He's laying the bumper to Smoke on the stretches. And they got just enough of a sniff. I think that's a 38 just ahead of Smoke. That they might be pulling themselves back into this thing with the first 6 or 7 cars that's lined up. But everyone just single file, riding it out, seeing what their cars got. Maybe test some waters early. or they're just looking to end the stage. Which do we have a count? Yeah. Do we have a count for laps?
How many laps are in this first stage? 39. So we're near the end of the stage here. Got about 5 to go.
Tell you what, Fluffy's got some screaming gears up in here. This engine is just singing a beautiful tune. And the smoke getting into the wall a couple laps ago, it killed his and Fluffy's efforts pulling back up into there.
Oh, Celtics the Celtics and BC about went through the grass.
Back up front, it's all Toyotas up here in the top 6, I think.
Yeah, you got that Chevy out front, bro.
I got 3 Toyotas, a Chevy, and I think it's
Rowdy is in the Chevy.
Ford as well. Yeah.
And then you got BC Racer and Saab Max.
Yep.
In the
bring
38.
up the tail end of it.
Yeah, a couple of these guys got a little sideways coming out of the turn here. A couple of them checked up.
Oh, look at Bags.
He's looking strong tonight. But as you see, it don't take much to get through off of that lead pack. I noticed that by actually practicing at this track a lot, that the drafts means a lot here, as it does on a lot of these tracks with these physics that we have on NASCAR heat.
He is holding tough. I was just about to say. Yeah. But with them mixing it up, it's allowing Smoke and Fluffy to get right back up to him.
Yeah, you'd think that Celtics would get behind that Toyota teammate and give him a shove. And maybe
wow, well done, Rowdy.
But I don't think you're going to see any one car run off from the pack tonight, though, for sure.
Oh no, I wouldn't suspect that to happen unless a major accident happens without a caution.
Bags is up high. Let's see if Celtics stick it in there on it. Yep. And it don't take much to just get a little bit off your mark.
Oh, the 11 caught the grass there. I don't know if that's the end of the stage or if they just... Wow.
Good finish to the stage. You notice Bags left that door open just a little bit.
Yep.
It just takes a little. And then, it also kills your momentum once it starts pushing you up the track. There's nothing you can do to get down there and block.
Now you're just along for the ride and hoping everybody holds their line.
And you're going to the back of the lead pack automatic. There's no saving it, sticking it back in. You just got to let everybody pass you and just get back and work your way back through it. So how many of these guys you think that was a little further back? Do you think they was a little further back because maybe they took two tires and went ahead and tested the waters and see what they was dealing with that, or?
It's not out of the question. If you're gonna do it, I'd say do it early.
Yeah, I think. Okay, we got the green Rowdy. We'll run them down. Oh yeah, yeah, we're definitely gonna get us a green flag pit stop here. You're probably gonna see it come around lap 24, 25 maybe. You might see a couple guys try to bring it in a little early around lap 18, 19. Try to make up a little ground, but you'll see their tires won't last a full run. So it's always good to come in early. It gives you a little boost of energy, but you got to make something count with that because you can just get caught and ran over. Oh man, I hear myself.
Yeah, I see the chat lighting up on my screen, so I want to see what's going on over here. Looks like we got our boy NRG tuning in on the stream. Going on the bill.
Cool deal. Yeah, definitely at the end of the race we'll have a winner by the end. You know, that's usually how it works. Oh, we got DW on the outside there. Looks like we're starting out about the same way we did at the beginning of the race, stage one. A lot of people just riding in line there. We'll see if we can get that high line cranking. If you guys notice, whenever 4 cars are on the bottom, 5 on top, that top line had a little bit more momentum, especially coming through 3 and 4. See if anybody wants to jump up there, and then once you jump up there, you can't just get hung out there. But if you got a couple buddies willing to go with you, see if I can't see a new leader. Old Rowdy, he looks like he's got a pretty strong automobile. You got Smoke, he's back up front in second spot. He must put a little bit of wedge in that car. Got it handling a little more to his liking in traffic.
I just jumped on board with Smoke just to see if he's doing anything to change his lineup or check out his engine, see if he's running a high RPM. And, so far, it looks like he's content with riding where he's at. He's letting off the gas as soon as he gets to the bumper of Rowdy, so not really forcing the issue at the moment. But we all know that when pressure starts coming from behind him, he'll probably more than likely jump out of line.
There goes Celtic with a big move right there. Galen slams the door on him.
Looking out the back of Smoke now, we're going to see the action coming from behind him
here. Yeah, Galen come up a little bit, got him. Both of them saved it though. Bags and Fluffy had to check up. That's good on all of them.
Just to let everyone still just feeling everything out. Really not really trying to force the issue at the moment. It's just you're catching people missing the bottom lane in the corner, and that's really where your passing's happening at the moment. As soon as I say that, Smoke just dives it down underneath the 47. Now this is twice it's happened this race. 47 is holding his own by himself.
And if you notice, Bags jumped out of line there. A lot of people, if they know you got a strong car, as Rowdy does, you see now that he's up top, you see a couple more cars willing to go up there and take that ride with him, knowing what kind of speed he's got. You notice how Keffer's old sneaking through the pack there.
Let's change the camera up a little bit.
I think he's up to 7. As you notice, Bags has had a very strong car all night, and he's almost a chance to go all the way to the very back of the pack just by jumping out on that outside.
And this is a testament to how these guys drive. You see nobody has left the pack. Just everybody's right on top of each other, and they're holding it together very well with all this decent racing. It's only going to get amplified as the last stage comes.
And it's taking him a while to actually get Rowdy out of the top 5, and he was out there hanging out by himself. It looks like the 10 is going to stick his car out there if they can get a good run. It looks like he's ready to go to the front.
Ooh, that 11 threw a late block on Rowdy.
A new world. Had a pretty good race at Dover a couple weeks back.
Oh, Rowdy got doored, I think, right there. Saved it off the wall. Wow. Oh, there's the Keffer went around.
Yeah, I think that started a little. I think when
47 and
Rowdy
20.
went up, got doored, or somebody started checking up, and it just faded on back.
Yeah, I think the caution's coming out for that one. So now that the caution's coming out about midway through this second stage, what are you guys thinking?
I'm thinking that we're about halfway through stage 2.
Because if someone takes full
I think
fuel
that,
here and doesn't, and they want to make up their track position at stage's end, we could be seeing a lot of fuel strategy getting played.
yeah, I think right now you're gonna see a couple guys go ahead and fill them up, and actually try to play a fuel strategy to see if they can get it to go the whole rest of the stage here. I'm not exactly sure what lap they're on, but I think the fuel window is about 24 to 25 laps, 26 laps, something like that. Not exactly sure, but
Okay. So they'll get a full fuel run in before stage end.
oh, so yeah, they'll be fine then. They won't have to pit again this. But once you might see a couple more guys try the two-tire strategy, try to get a little bit of field position, but when you're all bunched up, you got, first-class drivers like these guys right here, you
You're
don't
gonna
want to
need
play
every
too
bit of
much on the
tire.
strategy side. Yeah. And if you notice, guys, we've already had everybody, the whole field's already shuffled up through the front and the back. Like there's really not not one car sticking out. I mean, now you see Rowdy and Bags, who led most of the first part of the race. They're marred back in traffic with Celtics in.
I was just about to say, look at old Fluffy up there, man. We haven't got to talk about him much. Good to see him up here. And as a community that we can get behind someone, I think I speak for everybody. The whole community has a place in their heart for Fluffy. He goes well out of his way for the entire online racing community and make sure everyone's welcomed. So shout out to him for that.
Oh he's very involved. We got Rowdy was about to take it 3 wide on the try over there. He thought better of it. I know it's rough. Sometimes it's really rough, guys, when you got a really fast car up under you, but you have nowhere to go. A lot of guys in our lower series, they do the same thing. Like when you're riding 2x2x2, there's nowhere for you to go, so you're not trying to make it 3 wide. You're just riding, and then you got a guy that'll shove it up in there, and will cause a caution or just door somebody, and affect somebody else's race. And you see these guys they're not about that at all.
I want to take a time out real quick because I'm seeing some messages on the chat. I want to address this real quick because I'm sure the admins will stand behind what I'm about to say as well. But arguing between two different drivers from our Xfinity series will not be tolerated on this stream. And I will
Oh
remove
yeah,
the video.
not at all.
I will remove the video if y'all don't stop.
Yeah, it's zero tolerance, guys.
This is for our Cup
Especially
Series
when our
drivers.
league
If y'all have issues with each other, take it to your own DMs, but leave it off of the Cup Series stream. They do not deserve that. It will not be tolerated, and I promise you, it's going to get passed to the admins. All right.
Yeah, well,
We're going to continue with the
that.
broadcast here, fellas. I apologize for that, but I had to address that.
Mr. P1, old Slade. He's been in the back all night. This, he's making his way up through there. He's giving smoke, see if they can get something going on that bottom. I know the smoke was really strong yesterday in Xfinity as well. As he is everywhere. But
Who's that got shuffled out? Yeah, I just saw that.
That's DW.
Oh, what happened to DW? Oh, Fluffy's in the wall.
Fluffy goes into the outside wall. You notice how Fluffy is back. He could have maybe maintained 6th place, 7th place, but he actually just held it into the wall. Dropped all the way back actually, but didn't cause a caution. And that hurts. That really hurts your feelings, man. Knowing that you can save it, but you're gonna ruin about 5 or 6 other people's night. So he did the admirable thing there. Who's off in the way back distance back there, guy?
Yeah, I'm about to flip back there. Oh, that's the 11 of Celtics.
Oh, the Celtics fan. Yeah, DW's in the 42. DW is one of those guys that is really good. Just missed. He's definitely a top 50 guy, but he just missed the E-Pro League draft, as you know, Pat's ace. A couple other guys that we've got around midnight that hopefully they'll get in next year. If they don't watch it, well, it's going to be 100% midnight guys all through that pro league there on the PS4 side.
I know I'm getting my act together, and I'm going to be trying to toss my hat into that ring next season. So I hope to see a bunch of the midnight
guys. I heard you went gold on Mario Kart.
Yes, sir.
Doing real good on Sonic the Hedgehog.
Yes, sir. One step at a time. And honestly, they're probably the 4 that are in the back there, including Keffer, DW, Galen, and Fluffy. More than likely, they're just going to stay in line and just try and catch that front pack, since the front pack's racing each other. But we'll see what happens once they catch them.
Smoke gets put down on the apron right there. Oh, he gets it back up.
Man, that's unfortunate.
And we're definitely gonna have a caution on that, guys. Yeah, I think they're shutting them down. Actually, no.
I'm hearing.
Yeah, no. As we stay green.
Wow.
God, you hate to see that, man.
Yeah,
but
you really do.
But in Smoke's defense, once you hit that grass, you hit your brakes, you're picking up speed coming out of there, and momentum's gonna take you to where the wall is. Well,
I've never seen them do it.
It's really not gonna affect the outcome of the race. This is stage 2, so luckily, they'll be able to bunch them back up and get them back up under one hat again. The only bad part about it is being so early in the stage. If one of these guys actually goes a lap down, or a couple guys go a lap down, there's only one free pass, so that's something to look out for. But
not only that,
I think they're all in pretty good shape, though.
What about your strategy that you had playing out? You were in the front, you were in the catbird seat, now you're in the back. Now you're going to have to play a different strategy than what you were preparing for.
Well, like I was saying, though, it's still stage 2. So no matter what, they're going to get that opportunity to get, them fresh, sticky Mr. Feelgoods up under them and, get to go back at it with the crowd. It didn't affect them too much. Now, if 1 or 2 cars, like I said, goes a lap down, then you only get 1 car that gets the lead lap back. So, other than that, I don't see actually any of these guys going a lap down. They all look pretty good tonight.
Yeah, I want to flip to the back here. I'm on Kefford. Let's see if anyone's around him. He's got someone a little bit ahead of him. What about behind him? And he's not in his draft. He's not close enough for it.
And you see New World drops down to the apron there. A lot of people that don't do league racing or not familiar with league racing. Anytime you're coming down the back stretch, you see a guy get out of line, you know, and actually go down to the apron and hit that line. He's letting everyone know behind him that he's coming to pit road, so everybody can watch out and make their moves accordingly.
Yeah, the 18's on pit road, throwing some strategy to the wind here. Let's see if it pays off for him.
Yeah, and these guys are getting around here in 29 seconds or better.
So he's probably looking at a 2-lap.
Well, he's definitely going to go about a lap and a half down, and it all depends on how far back he was in the first place.
Right.
Which I think he was, if I'm correct, he was in the lead pack.
Yeah, he had a rough pit road entry from what I saw. I caught the tail end of it, but he did catch the grass a little bit right before pit entry.
See Bags, he hit the grass a little bit there. Oh, Bags and Slade got into each other. Slade was coming down and Bags was coming up. It doesn't look like it was either or anybody's fault. It just, you know.
Oh, wow.
Oh, okay. So that's why that heck of a move come out. Well, looks like that the only guy that did go a lap down would be the 18 car of New World, and he's going to get that back. And the good part about it is he come in before the end of the stage, so he's got 4 Mr. Feelgoods, and he doesn't have to pit right now. He tried a little strategy, so he's going to be starting P1 here on the restart. We'll see if that works out for him.
Let's take a look. Is that Keffer up front? Or is that...
Nah, you got Rowdy back up front. You got Keffer bringing up the rear on the left-hand side there.
I'm trying to get to the leader here. Is a rat race trying to get up. There we go. So we're in the end game now. We've learned all we can through stage 1 and 2. Know what we need to do. Got to get ourselves in track position and keep some 4 fresh rubbers underneath us as much as possible.
Well, if you notice now, we have a little bit of fuel strategy that could be implemented at the end of this. We're definitely going to see 2 green flag stops if we go green the whole time.
Awesome.
So you might see some guys, you know, that may fall back. They might try a little something. See Smoke. DC out on the outside by himself. Looks like they're going to leave him up there. They're going 3 wide right now. Let's see how they come through this try over here.
See, and that's amazing to see that, because we've seen Rowdy get pushed up to the top groove a couple times. So, there's a big wreck in the back.
Smoke got loose again.
And there's a caution that came out.
Second time getting really loose tonight. If y'all know, Smoke fan, he's actually an esports driver, hot rod. But he'll drive a car right on the edge. He's always bad fast. Every lap's a qualifying lap. I think he holds his breath every time.
Yeah.
But he's tried to help me out sometimes. It's like driving an ice skate.
I'd love to see him stream a race where he's got a camera on him. I want to see if he's turning right more than he is left. Just how loose his setups are.
But as you know, loose is fast. If you can hold on to it, it'll get you there.
But he is infamously known throughout our league to have one of the loosest setups on the game. But I'll give credit to the man. He knows how to hold on to them. Just sometimes it gets out from underneath him. But he's literally walking that fine edge every lap. It's wild.
Yeah. And I notice that's the beautiful thing about all the guys here in Midnight. We have, even our cup guys, they're all really good, but we have so many different styles and ways to go about it. It's you know, interesting to sit back and watch. and all of them, you know, they're all willing to help you out and, you know, teach you what they can. Rowdy's rim riding up there. You see
Boy,
Slade
Galen
puts it out
stuck it
front of
into
him.
turn 3 and just
Woo!
held it.
BC got the grass shot back across the track. Looks like he almost took Keffer out, but looks like he's gonna be back in the back. You see DW and the 38 of Saab Max rubbing a little bit coming down the back stretch. If you notice, guys, that 19 car has found his way back up to the front.
And also the 42, he's been lurking in the back the past couple of stages.
Yeah.
And look at him pushing nose to tail the top 3. Boy, Galen don't need to leave that door open on corner entry. Slade will take it.
You see Keffer jumped up to the high line there. See if they can get something started back there. He's just content to ride right now. He's already missed a couple bullets.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. If you know anything about that 88 car, he's going to use strategy to his advantage. Somehow he's going to do something different. Ooh, Fluffy getting a little loose, hit the grass a little bit, but saved it. Saab luckily pulled up out of his spot to make sure nothing come of that.
I told y'all it was going to be amplified once we got to stage 3, and they have not let me down yet.
No, they're definitely mixing it up now. Ain't no Daytona line here.
Boy, look at that 10 car holding. Oh, Slade doored the 10 a little bit, but he held on to it.
I'm going to tell you guys, there wasn't much room in between them 6 cars right here.
No, sir.
See, Keffer's on that inside line coming up. Got Smoke. Smoke jumps up to that high line. I think Smoke, he likes that bottom line, but I think his car's a little on the loose side in traffic.
Yeah, he's bringing it up to the
so
top side.
So I think if that top line comes in, Smoke will be back up to the front.
He's pushing the heck out of that 38. Oh, the 38 just left him, though.
Yeah, but he's going to get a good run coming down here.
Oh, 18's underneath the 21. Wow. And Rowdy's back up there, going 3 wide almost for the lead. Oh, yeah, they're definitely getting after it now.
Oh, Keffer got pushed down to the inside.
Smoke, Celtics, and the wreck in the back.
Yeah.
Doesn't look like the
cautions came out. I really feel bad for the 88 car. That's the second time that he's been content to ride, and it's the second time that he's been involved in a crash he had nothing to do with.
Yeah, good thing is he didn't lose much ground. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, there was on my screen. He was Deep Space Nine, Apollo 13 stuff.
It was the 11 and 14 back there. Yeah, Smoke's probably going to go ahead and tighten that thing up a little bit more and try and play some strategy. Which is smart on his part. He's already wrecked. He's already accepted his fate. He's just got to play it out.
Yeah, and that's all he's got is to try some type of fuel strategy or something. You won't see him taking 2 tires, of course. That would be suicide right now at this stage of the race.
Oh, that'd be unfortunate.
And he has had issues all throughout all the Pro League qualifiers.
Yeah, he's still
everything, man. He's had an issue after issue with his internet hookup. So feel bad for him. He did have a handful, so
hopefully
he may have just decided to go ahead and pull the plug on the operation for tonight and just chalk it up as a loss.
Yeah, hopefully he gets those issues ironed out. He's starting on the pole tomorrow night for the Pro League race at Bristol.
Yeah, that's a big race, that Bristol race. I'm hearing some of the times coming out of the midnight camp. and it's
They're
unreal,
flying
man.
around there.
Flying.
I've hopped in a couple lobbies with a couple of the guys that are in the pro league, and let's just say they're on their A game. They left me in the dust.
A lot of people were saying that the Bristol, that's going to be we see DW coming across the apron into the grass right there. That's
Did he lose
unfortunate.
draft?
Looks like
I
he
haven't
just
seen
got
him.
loose off the two. He just got loose off the two.
Yeah, he's still on pit road. Yeah. More than likely, he knew he wasn't going to be able to get back up there without a caution, so he just retired it for the night.
Well, let's see if we can get him in the booth for an interview. See if we can.
And nothing's changed up front, guys. We still got Rowdy up front with the 19 of bags right behind him. And looks like Saab has a good race going for him. He's up in third.
Yeah, if you remember correctly, a couple weeks ago, Saab come down to the truck series and really put on a
Impressed.
clinic.
Yeah. Impressed.
And he really come down there and flexed his muscles, as a lot of the guys like to pick their favorite tracks.
Wasn't it Gateway that he did it?
Yes.
Man, that
A lot
dude
of
has
guys
Gateway
out of
figured
the-
out in a truck.
Yeah, he does. He probably got it figured out in the go-kart if he had to.
Oh man, that
He's
dude
really
put on an
scooting
absolute
around.
clinic. We'll go ahead and answer first.
To be honest with you, I just seen a wreck. Why are we loading? Did y'all get failure to synchronize the server?
No, I'm still on the.
Okay, well I did.
Oh, you got kicked from the race?
Yeah,
Oh, that's unfortunate.
it'll be alright. Where there's Slade, there's a backup plan. I got it. I got it. Alright, we got 21 laps left in this race here, guys. So as y'all was saying, now you're approaching the pit window to where you can actually make it. We're already in the window, but where you can actually make it the rest of the way. So you may see some guys jump down and go ahead and opt to take it, or you might see some guys just run out what they got and come in and take a half a can of fuel and see if they can make those tires last the rest of this event here. I don't see that playing out, but there's not much fall off on the Chicagoland anyway, so never know.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say. If it depends. If I'm faster on new tires, I'm running this thing out of fuel as long as possible, hitting pit road and having as new of tires as I can to finish out the race. If I'm better on older tires, I'm reaching the window and I'm going in right then. So that way I'm in my prime when it comes down to the checkered flag.
Yeah. And it's more to that too. The guys that stay out as long as they can, they might not have enough time to take 4 tires with the amount of gas that they need. So they might only get to take 2 tires and a half a can or something, be
Also
about
true.
7 seconds.
And we think that a couple of guys tried that option in the first stage, so they may know something more than their other competitors.
And that's why it's good to go ahead and experiment in the first 2 stages of the race. That way it don't, hurt you too good deeper into the race like this. Saab's really looking strong. It's the first time he's got that car out in fresh air. And
Boy, he's got 3 hungry hounds
Bags
behind
got-
him though, and they're all
that's
pro
what I was
league
about to
drivers.
say.
Yeah, I was
And
watching.
19,
Slade.
I know I've been calling him Bags, but it's voltage 20
Yep.
on the E-Pro League. So let's get
that's
that
the
right.
Joe Gibbs driver.
Yeah.
Tell you what, the 18 and 21 are hooked up. They drove away from the car that's behind them now. That was
I'm telling you, that 47
Yeah,
looks
it's
really,
tougher.
really racy, man. It's gonna be hard to get this win from him. He looks like he's poised to take the lead back. And as y'all seen earlier, once he got that car out in fresh air,
Oh yeah,
there wasn't too many guys that could come around him.
and even getting pushed to the top side, he was holding his own by himself with people drafting underneath him. Well,
Yeah,
that
he
18
only
and
fell back
21
to
is
like
coming,
fifth
boys.
position.
They're in this draft of Fluffy. They are there.
And I'm gonna tell you something right now. You see that 88 lurking back there? He still may be in the ballpark of that 18 and that 21's draft. If he can actually catch that draft, he'll be in business. But if he can't, you might see him
strategy
go for a half a can and see if he can't pop these boys on the pamper and put them back on the fork.
He's no stranger to pulling a strategy move like this either. That or he's hoping that these guys get mixing it up together and maybe a caution comes out to his benefit. Oh, 47.
If everybody's been watching since day one here at midnight, that's actually WV fan. Is Jason Keffer. He's actually got his own YouTube channel if you want to stop by.
19 signaling pitting.
And you see everybody else wants to go high there. That was a slick move. You got a couple guys that's going to go with him. Rowdy, that was a pretty safe move for Rowdy because
I'm wondering if that 19 wasn't fast.
I think he got a penalty there, man. Somebody needs to keep their eye on pit road, see how long he sits. But it looks like he slid the rear end coming in.
Yeah, because this is practically the battle for the race right here.
Yeah, these are basically the two front runners here stuck out here of late.
Let's see what happens.
And if you notice that 88 car come down with him.
That was smart.
He's going to pit with the leaders.
They got another set coming in. Yep. So Galen and another car coming.
Rowdy's hit pit road.
Yep. The 19 got a penalty.
New World short pit.
19 got a penalty,
yes,
boys.
Yes, he did.
That's unfortunate.
Dang. Well,
so
that's one thing about being fast. You can be the fast car on the whole track and make one mistake with this caliber of guys we have here in the Cup Series at midnight, and it's over for you. Grab your pill and go on to bed.
Can someone check Will's string to see if he's got the positions pulled up?
You mean Keffer?
Yeah, Jason. Yeah.
Okay. What's that ain't streaming done? What? Oh.
Okay.
And if y'all just noticed, Bags actually skipped it off the wall there. He's driving like a madman right now, trying to get that.
He's mad at himself,
15 seconds back. Yeah, he is. He's heated right now.
This 18 is all over the 47. And I think this is the battle for the race right here, if I'm not mistaken. No, he's not in the chat party. I'm not sure. I wonder if that's someone that got behind him there.
He's watching us. Yeah, he's watching us. He's listening to us.
Oh, the 42's wrecking.
Got the 21 and 17. Seems like they're working together there. I'm sorry, guys. I have no idea who's in the lead, though, to be honest with you. Can you look on his screen and see if he's got the positions up there?
Okay.
Okay.
Let's see. Keffer's 4 seconds back at the leader. I want to say it's the 47 and 18.
Well, if you notice, the 47 did come down first. 18 though, I'm gonna tell you, he actually took a quick pit stop. If you noticed, he wasn't in there nowhere near as long as the other guys, so he might be on old tires all the way around.
True.
God bless.
Ah, okay, so we were right. And Keffer's fifth. Yeah, he just flipped it over for me. Cool. Yeah, I see it. Well, this is the battle for the race right here, ladies and gentlemen. The 47 of Rowdy and 18 of New World Order. And that 18's been licking his chops ever since he's been in this league to try and get him a W. I'm watching Keffer's stream now to see a lap count. They have 14 laps to go according to his stream. So I think Fluffy and Slade are a little too far gone for this to work out. So depending on the 18's in the grass in the tribal, he caught his left sides down there. Yeah, Rowdy's done pulled out to looks like a second lead over the 18.
Yeah, I'm gonna tell you guys, I got booted again out of the race. I'm trying to watch through your live feed, but it's not up to snuff, to be honest with you.
Wait a minute, it's not up to snuff.
The live feed, bro.
It's going on my end. I just checked on my phone.
Yeah, that's what I try to do. There are no game sessions. Because I'm the party leader. Y'all go ahead and commentate the race, though.
Yeah, we're coming down to the last little bit of it here. Nothing's changed up front. Rowdy still got a substantial lead. And Slade and Fluffy really haven't made up any ground themselves either, so looks like that short pit strategy that Will was talking about that the 18 did to make up his track position didn't pay off. Ran out of laps. He was hoping to have a caution come out, I'm assuming. They could.
Yeah, Rowdy looked really strong out there by himself. I went up front in the fresh air. He never was by himself, but he looked to have a little stronger car than most.
Now, I'm thinking New World Order is just hanging on to her right now. Doesn't have the tires to really make up any ground. He's just wanting to hold where he's at and get a solid top 5 finish, which I don't blame him. He tried it. He tried a strategy, and it didn't pay off for him. Yeah, Slade and Fluffy have definitely gotten his draft, and they're going to be passing him here shortly. I just don't think they have the time to make it up to Rowdy. I'm wanting to say it was 8-7. Yeah. I'm wanting to say maybe 2 seconds, maybe 3. And they are on the 18 now, so it is a 3-car draft for second place. Now, I don't think anyone's in front of Rowdy to get a draft. Nah, not close enough yet, but he does have someone in front of him. I think that's the 10 of Galen, possibly. I just think that 3-car draft is going to run out of laps. I think they're catching them some, but I mean they just don't have enough laps. If the 18 were behind Slade and Fluffy, letting them guys with the fresher tires get out front, maybe they can make up a little bit more time, but I don't see it happening. Rowdy's at the line now, and yeah, they're probably like a second and a half, 2 seconds behind them, but I just don't think they're making up any ground. I just don't think they have the laps. If it was 10 laps to go right now, yeah, I could see them catching them. Now, they did the smart thing. They put the 18 in the back, 21 in the front with 17 pushing. We'll see how much time they can make up now. I think they're going to be running out of laps. And they're already gapping the 18 some. Yeah, I think they're too far back. They'll chop it down some, but I don't think they're going to be near them. Let's see, is Rowdy getting the draft? That's a 42 in front of him, actually. And 42 is holding the same amount of ground, about probably a second and a half ahead of Rowdy. So there ain't no draft factor there. Either this is the white flag or the next time around is the white flag. Alright, here we go. White flag has just been taken. And nothing's changed, ladies and gentlemen. I think Rowdy's got this one in the bag. Looks like Fluffy dipped down. He wasn't able to make it. Slade closed the door on him. And there's your checkered flag, ladies and gentlemen. Got the 47 of Rowdy bringing home the W tonight, with Slade and the Wood Brothers number 21 in second. Fluffy with the Roush Fenway Racing number 17. And the New World Order in the M&M's Toyota Camry. Oh, good for him. Good for him.
Yeah, he's third in the points, so it really.
Every little bit helps.
Going for a win tonight. Yeah, he's safely into the points battle as a big win for Rowdy. I think the only person that really had something that could run him down would have been Bags, but as you noticed, that penalty really killed his chances there at the end. Worst time ever to have a penalty. Does anyone have Rowdy on their friends list? I'm trying to look for him right now, but oh man.
I think I do. I can bring him in. Okay, you are taking care of it. Sorry about the blue screen, folks. We're coming back.
Alright, so where do I go? Invite.
And if y'all wouldn't mind handling the Q&A with the top 3 finishers, please.
Oh, I guess we get Rowdy in here. Where'd Slade finish? Second place.
And while we're waiting on our top three finishers to jump in our chat party here, just wanted to say thanks for hanging out with us. YouTube was acting up earlier and we had to go through a lot of hoops and hurdles, but we got it going. And I'm glad we were able to bring this race to y'all live. And also, while we're waiting on everyone to get in here, give a shout out to our sponsors for the Cup Series here, Pocono Raceway. Believe it or not, these guys do watch our streams, and they are interactive with us on Twitter, and at times they've commented on YouTube as well. So, as always, we do appreciate the support that they give us. Also, a shout out to Speedway Collective. They host our Xfinity Series now. And also a shout out to Ronin Imports for hosting our Truck Series events.
It's Travis Braden as well. It's Pocono's just our supporter. Well, we can go ahead and start the interviews
Yeah, I'm
with
about to say
second
Rowdy
place
doesn't
finishers.
usually do interviews, so go ahead, guys.
Slade, congratulations on your second place finish, Mr. P1, Mr. First round draft pick.
Yeah, car felt pretty good. Didn't power went out, so we didn't qualify. Unfortunately, so we qualified 11th technically. But yeah, it felt good. Car was very stable. It was a little tight in the long run, but we were able to fix that with the pit adjustments. And me and Fluffy tried to get our way to the 47-18, and we got the 18, but couldn't get the 47. So P2 though, very happy. That's our 10th top three of the year, so we'll take it. Yeah, when we finally got looked up with me in third, you could say, and Fluffy fourth, I think we started at what, 2.8, 2.7, and we worked it down to 1.4. We tried pushing the 18. We tried to make it a three-car push for the 18 in the front, and then me and Fluffy behind him, but we honestly didn't get any time with that. So we passed them, which lost us a bit more time. So I don't know if we could have got to Rowdy if we just passed the 18 immediately. I think we could have probably got around 0.8, 0.9, two more laps, and we make that move. I think we have a chance, but live and you learn.
So on your last pit stop, did you take 4 tires?
Yeah, took four. It kind of sucked. Teammate Saab first sped and then lagged out of the race, and kind of sucks because he was on the brink of losing contention to the playoffs. And he had a really good race and got fifth in the stage, fourth, and then was running third and then lagged out, which is really unfortunate. So that sucks for him. But yeah, good race. And yeah, I think everybody took 4 tires. Matter of
He
fact,
looked strong. He looked strong when he was out front. When he finally got that fresh air, Saab looked like he might have had something for everybody.
oh, for
This
sure.
race. So how you gonna do tomorrow night in the Bristol race?
Um, you never know. If it, we got a pretty decent long run car for Bristol, starting third, which isn't the best. Depends on how the restart goes. We'll either be single file going into turn three, and I'll be third, or I'll be sitting on the bottom burning the tires for a number of laps. But I don't know, should go good. Should be a fun race.
Well,
Yep, thank you.
congratulations tonight at your second place finish here at Chicagoland here, Team Midnight. Hope you do good tomorrow night in your big esports race. I know the
Yep,
points
thank you.
are kind of tight up front.
Yeah, for sure.
Have a good one. So, guys, what's happening?
What's
Sound
up,
like you swallowed your dip.
Fluffykins?
Nah, man, I didn't swallow my dip this time. But it was a pretty good race. Didn't have the best qualifying, but managed it. Got into a few people, I think, and I apologize about that. But I'm trying to run for points here and trying to get the most points out of the weekend here, and just couldn't quite get up there. Try to push Slade up there to Rowdy and didn't get the job done, but I think we got a good car for next week, New Hampshire, and tomorrow night definitely got a good car there, Bristol for the Pro League. We got a really good long run car. Hopefully we can get and rebound from tonight and literally get that win tomorrow night, Bristol.
Well, this will be your sixth top 3 finish for the year, right here. You're safely in 5th place in the points. You gonna let it hang out and try to win one before the season's over?
Yeah, I'm gonna try to, man. I feel really confident about Kansas. I won that earlier this season, and hopefully I can go back to back with Kansas. Lock myself in for the Pocono race, championship race, and hopefully get the job done. And we feel pretty confident. I feel pretty confident going into the season, going into the championship season, the playoff contention, and hopefully we can get it done. Yeah, it felt better up front. Well, both, but the draft at Chicago is kind of it's so strong. You really can't seem to, get much out of the car. With everybody passing around you and trying to look on the inside and everything. So you're trying to, it's best to be in the back, not be in the front. And that's basically what my strategy was the entire race, was just kind of ride for a little bit. And I know I kind of made some boneheaded moves out there. I think that was on me. But I'm not. I make mistakes, and best to just learn from them and do better next week. And that's all I gotta say about it, man. Yeah. Outside was working when you had a lot a lot more cars on the outside, but the inside it was so dominant, and we try to get people to come on the outside and work with us, and just it would work, the outside would work, but there wasn't there wasn't enough cars, and so it was just didn't work out on the outside. But outside, when we had cars, I think it was like stage 1 or stage 2, when we were side by side on, the inside and outside, the outside was, prevailing, but everybody wanted to run the inside. So for the majority, half the race, the outside was working, but everybody wanted to run the inside lane, and so.
Yeah, yeah. I actually, I actually wanted
Thank
to
you, man.
expand on that. We made note of the two-bide racing. Was it tight or was it loose up there in the draft when y'all did go up to the top side? Like, what made everyone want to just abandon it and go back to the bottom eventually?
Well, I think it was because of the fact of um, everybody. I think everybody's car is different. I mean,
Hmm.
mine, when I was up top, in the top lane, in that 2x2 battle, I I would go into the corner and I'd feel, loose a little bit, and I had such a momentum run that I had to literally back off. I had to back up the corner
Mm.
and literally get a good corner in because I had so much momentum going in the corner, and I think that happened for about a few laps, and then everybody decided to go and the inside lane and take the inside lane and just ride the inside lane until the stage ended. And yeah, I mean, I think everybody's car was different. I know
Mm.
mine was, it was loose, but it wasn't, wrecking loose. But yeah, man, I want to congratulate Rowdy, man. That dude had a damn hell of a car, and
Sure enough, dude.
that's good for definitely good for him, and hopefully we can get it next week.
Yeah, man.
Yeah,
Whatever
well,
gears you had that thing,
congratulations.
man. It was screaming. I jumped on board with you for a couple of laps, and that thing was just singing a pretty tune.
Yeah, man. I just wish we could have connected on it, but there's always next week, man.
Yes, sir. Go ahead, Will.
I was just going to congratulate him on his third place finish. Looking for big things tomorrow night in the E-Pros League race at Bristol. Looked like you put a pretty good race in, man. Congratulations.
Yes, sir. Thank y'all, guys.
All right, man, you have a good night.
Thank you, guys.
And that's going to be all for us here at Midnight Broadcasting Network. I want to thank everybody for tuning in with us, watching a little NASCAR Heat 3, watching a few elite guys from the Pro Series mix it up in their, regular Team Midnight league races. Tune in tomorrow night to the E-Pro League at Bristol. I think they're going to stream it off 704 and, you know, cheer our guys on, man. They like seeing comments. More comments, the better. You guys got anything else?
I'm good with everything. You said it all, Will, man. Just make sure you guys tune into the proper channels there for tomorrow night's race. It's going to be a really good one from what I can tell. Just based on what I've seen with all these guys' lap times, I mean, these guys are going to be absolutely flying around there, and they're talented guys. They're in the pro league for a reason, so make sure you stick around and tune in for it.
And while you're here, if you like what you've seen, we're gonna bring you more action week by week. We normally have a truck series and Xfinity series runs on Monday nights. Truck series runs on Thursday night. Our broadcast team is running a little shabby where we, summertime, all these vacations. But if you like what you've seen, subscribe, hit the notification bell for every time we do live stream a race. You guys can come aboard and watch you some NASCAR racing during the week by some elite guys in the top series here at midnight. We appreciate you tuning in. Have a good evening.
And to build off on that as well, don't be afraid to follow us on our social media accounts on Twitter at team_MBN. We are very interactive on there with everybody, and anytime you want us to see anything, just use the hashtag TeamNBN. And if that's the last of it here, folks, we wish you guys a good evening.
And we go.